What's up guys, and welcome to the video user guide for the WorkSharp Ken Onion Edition Knife and Tool Sharpener Mark II, or as we like to call it, the KO2. This is a full in-depth user guide, so if you're looking for something in particular, we've broken this video out into chapters, and you can skip ahead if you'd like. Otherwise, settle in and let's get to know this awesome sharpener. To get started, we're going to start right up top with the motor speed controls. Starting with the continuous run, moving down to the speed control buttons, plus and minus, and at the bottom in amber is the run stop button. Over on the cassette at the top, you have an angle adjustment knob. On the front side, you have the front edge guide and the leather line guides. And on the back side here, you have the scissor guide for your standard household scissors at 65 degrees. If you continue to rotate the cassette forward and around, you can remove the cassette completely from the sharpening handle. This is where you would attach the blade grinding attachment, which can be purchased as a complete sharpening system called the Ken Onion Elite, or sold separately as the blade grinding attachment. Let's put the cassette back on and jump up to the angle adjustment knob. Each click represents half a degree with full adjustments from 15 to 30 degrees. Angles are measured per side of the knife, so a 20 degree per side would be a 40 degree inclusive angle. Moving down to the speed control adjustment, the top button is the continuous run mode, for use when grinding tools or with the blade grinding attachment. When you hold the power switch and press this button, it will lock the motor on. By using the plus and minus buttons, you can increase or decrease the speed of the abrasive belt. We recommend using speed 1 through 3 for sharpening knives and speeds up to 7 for grinding tools. The belts included with the Ken Onion Mark II are an extra coarse, coarse, medium, fine, and extra fine. These are engineered abrasives and should last a long time. Belt discoloration is not an indicator of wear. These belts will keep going longer than you think, so keep using them as long as they are still removing material. Belt changes are simple. Pull up on the belt change lever and it will automatically lock into place. Simply pull the belt over the pulley and around the front badge. As you put on the new belt, start by placing the bottom corner first, then the next corner, and then slide it over the top. Release the belt change lever by pressing the small red button on the back of the cassette. We found this is made even simpler when the tool is on its back and the edge guide is in the closed position. Now that you know the machine, top to bottom, let's sharpen our knife. When you first start out sharpening, it's important to understand that different knives require different sharpening speeds. There's a reference chart that came in the user guide with your sharpener. These are our recommendations to get you started on most common knives. To get started sharpening, we're going to start with the kitchen knife, more specifically this Asian style kitchen knife. I'm going to use the reference chart in the user guide to figure out which combination I need. Starting with a 16 degree angle, which I have set here, we're going to use speed 3, and we're going to start with the X22 belt, all set up and ready to go. To get started sharpening, place the knife in the angle guide with the heel touching the belt. Lean the knife over against the angle guide. Now power the machine on and start pulling the knife through at 1 inch per second. Pull steadily and stop with the tip of the knife still in contact with the belt. Continue making passes until you form a burr along the entire edge of the knife. Now switch to the left side of the machine and make the same number of passes you made on the right. Now that we've established a burr along the entire edge of the knife, we want to go ahead and hone that edge. To do that, install the X4 belt. Once the belt's installed, we're still going to follow the place power pull procedure, only this time we're going to alternate strokes side to side. Next up, let's sharpen a pocket knife. For a pocket knife, our reference chart has an angle set at 25 degrees, speed set at 3, and we're going to use the X65, X22, and X4 belts. To get started sharpening, place the knife in the guide with the heel of the knife in contact with the abrasive. Lay the knife against the angle guide, power the machine on, and pull through at 1 inch per second. Be sure to stop with the tip of the knife in contact with the belt. Make 6 to 10 passes until you form a burr. Once a burr is established on that side of the knife, move over to the opposite side and make those same 6 to 10 passes, being sure to use place, power, pull, and stop with the tip of the knife in contact with the abrasive. Now that we've established a burr on both sides of the knife, we want to go ahead and start to refine the edge. So we're going to install the X22 belt. Once this belt's installed, we're going to follow the same procedure of place, power, pull, only now we're going to alternate sides as we make our passes. Next, switch to the X4 belt and repeat the same process to refine the edge to your liking. When it comes to sharpening scissors, we recommend grabbing a Sharpie and coloring along the entire bevel. This will help you see when the entire edge has been sharpened. Depending on the condition of your scissors, you'll either want to use the X22 belt or the 6000 grit micro mesh. For touch-ups, the 6000 grit micro mesh. If they've got some damage, you'll probably want to use the X22. To get started sharpening scissors, set the speed at 3, move the sharpener to the edge of the table to ensure that you can reach the entire edge of the scissors. Place the scissors in the scissor guide, power the machine on, pull through at 1 inch per second, and be sure to stop with the scissors still in contact with the belt. Make 2 to 3 passes on each side and check for sharpness. You'll notice as you make passes that the marker has been removed at the cutting edge of your scissors. To set your sharpener up for grinding, you'll want to remove the angle guide, close the front edge guide, and rotate the cassette forward. You'll want to use the extra coarse P120 grit belt and take the machine to whatever tool you want to grind. Make passes until you reach the desired level of sharpness on your tool. That's going to do it for this video user guide on your KO2. Remember, all WorkSharp products are backed by a 3-year warranty and the best customer service in the business. If you've got questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We love getting in there and answering those questions. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.